A 6-game loss in Game 6 for the Denver Nuggets, who were unable to get the job done at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles against the Clippers. 111-105 the final, and we are all tied up now at 3 games apiece in this first round of the NBA playoffs. Katie Wingy, Bill Hanslick, and Chris Dempsey. This is Nuggets Postgame Live, presented by your Front Range Toyota dealers. For the Los Angeles Clippers, their 2 stars. James Harden really came out in this game looking like he had something to prove. And Kawhi Leonard was just steady, solid, knockdown shots when he was open. What did you see from these two, Demps?
Yeah, just aggressiveness. I mean, that's 42 shots put up between the two of them. They were not looking to facilitate today. They knew that if the Clippers were going to keep their season alive, these two guys were going to be the ones to do it. James Harden got this team off to a great start right off the top of this game. Looked to drive the ball so much more today. I mean, it wasn't a lot of that, rocky to sleep between the leg dribble, step back three in his game today. It was like a couple of quick dribbles and get yourself into the lane and get yourself to the rim. And so, you knew that these two guys had to be aggressive. And what were you going to do about it? You started late in the second half. You started to have to try to blitz to get the ball out of their hands. They just made plays behind it. And so it was always going to be tough.
Nuggets we talk about change, got to be better on straight line drive-bys. We saw a couple there because, again, the Clippers had 50 points in the paint.
Yep.
A lot of those are just layups. You can't give up layups in playoff games.
When you talk about the turnovers, and we've mentioned this, you can't beat yourself on the road, especially in a playoff situation. And 14 turnovers for 23 points off of those turnovers. The Los Angeles Clippers are a great defense. How did the defense get the best of the Nuggets tonight?
Yeah, you know what? I think, Hans alludes to this sometimes, which is, they are very disruptive. They bring a lot of help. They have good disruptive high hands, all the things, right? And, in 2 of the games in this series, they've put the Nuggets in some high turnover situations. This wasn't a high turnover. This was a high rate of return on those turnovers here today. So a lot of live ball stuff. This defense is long and rangy. You saw a lot of Nick Batum on the court today. I think that was by design. And those type of athletes really made it tough on the Nuggets here today.
Yeah, and offensively, I looked at it a little bit. I agree with you. The turnovers yielded too many easy buckets. So Nuggets, I think there were times where they pressed a little bit too hard. Don't worry about the shot clock. Make them play defense for almost the full 24 to get a good look. And when they did that, they made the Clippers pay. And the three-point shooting was really pretty good. I mean, 11 of 27, they missed their last 3, I think. Mm-hmm. So they shot it well behind the arc. So, again, just don't turn it over. You need possession shots.
So what does all this mean? Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Clippers, Game 7. Game 7. Coming up on Saturday, it will be at 5:30 p.m. Everything will be decided then.
Yeah, great.
At Ball Arena.
Ball Arena. Crowd, let's go. Let's go.
Christian's face. Isn't that Christian's face right
yeah.
there? I guess that's it. That says it all. Game 7, game time. Stars got to shine.
All right, we're going to take our first time out here on Nuggets Post Game Live, presented by your Front Range Toyota dealers. We'll keep talking about what the Nuggets can learn from this Game 6 in order to get ready for Game 7. If you look at this game from a breakdown quarter by quarter, First quarter, the Denver Nuggets won by 3. Second quarter, they lost by a couple. The third quarter was the glaring difference in this game, and Coach Adelman referenced it right there. And then the Nuggets won the fourth quarter. What happened in that third quarter?
To me, it was just poor defense, too far off. Good looks and a lot of drives into the paint. Few turnovers, not that crazy on turnovers in that quarter. No. I think the Nuggets just had 2, but it was these shots hitting right at the rim, straight line drives or wide open threes. Defense just had to be better. I think some of those open threes were because the Nuggets doubled early. I'm not in favor of if I'm going to run a double, I want to run it when a guy's dribbling the ball, going towards the hoop, not wide open in the center court, because then it's 2 passes and it's a wide open shot.
Wide open shot. The Clippers shot 61% in the third quarter. that's very difficult to overcome, especially, the Nuggets didn't shoot badly themselves, 50%, 9 of 18, but that was defensively, they got taken advantage of a little bit by a team that would continue to press the issue, continue to get into the paint, and continue to create shots everywhere on the court.
And that was one of the things that Coach Adelman referenced, too. He said we were sped up in that third quarter.
Yeah.
He wants to see the tempo, the pace be in the Nuggets' hands on Saturday for Game 7. We're going to take another break here on Nuggets Post Game Live. When we come back, talk about Nikola Jokic, his night, dive a little bit deeper into that, what the Nuggets can do differently with him on Saturday. First half, 20 points, 9 of 13. There were his 2 free throws, active on the boards, assists, steals. Second half, just 9 shots and just 5 points. Why? How?
Demps, I thought on his shot, first I thought to start the third quarter, he was more into get other guys going, and I think he needed to keep going. And some of the shots that he got in the paint that he missed, I thought he tried to make it too good. Like maybe take that where that dotted circle is, that little floater from there. Guys are so small, he was going all in and stretching a little bit, getting bumped, and a couple of those shots got blocked. But second quarter, he just dominated.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'll be interested I can't wait to kind of rewatch some of that in that second half with Nikola Jokic. But feels like they had Batum on him. They
did a lot.
Yeah, and I give Batum credit. Like, Nikola Jokic is super strong, and to be able to hold him off and make him have to use the spin move to get to where he wants, that's credit to the Clippers. But I can't wait to watch the film on that. I really want to know more.
You know what I know you're going to see, too? There were at least 3 or 4 opportunities where there was no Clippers defense that came up to Nikola Jokic around the free throw line. Probably could have shot it. Probably could have shot a floater.
One, yeah.
And instead he kicked it out. And that's not a bad option. But when you're looking for him to get more aggressive, those are shots he has to take.
Yeah. And he did in that second quarter. And they were down, 11, 12, 13 in that second quarter. And they cut it to 1 or 2 at half, and because he dominated and got really good looks.
Denver heads to the Intuit Dome to face Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets looking to close the series in 6 games. And the first, Jokic steps back, knocks down the 3. Then Aaron Gordon in the short post spins and rises for the 2-handed dunk. The bench loving what they're seeing. Denver up 1. Russ pass it to Jamal. 25-foot 3-pointer above the break. He knocks it down. Kawhi comes right back for the Clippers. Dribble, spin, rise, knocks it down. James Harden driving down the lane for the transition layup and then the claw. Rising up for the dunk in the paint. James Harden, step back 3-pointer. The patented knocks it down. Clippers up 7. Aaron Gordon finds the Brody on the wing for 3. Westbrook knocks it down. Then Harden comes right back and knocks down a triple of his own. Clippers up 1 at the half. Let's get to the third quarter where Zubac gets the block on Jokic. Norman Powell running, transition, drives down the lane, rises up and slams it. 2-handed style, all in the paint. More Clippers action. Powell drives down the left lane and gets the righty scoop. Then Powell corner pocket, got it, knocks down the triple. Clippers up 14. More Clips. Mid-range. Knocks it down. Kawhi Leonard. Nuggets on the rampage to come back. Jokic hits the floater. Then Westbrook finds Murray. Fast break transition. Lefty layup. Knocks it down. Clippers up 6. Norman Powell, the head fake, rises up. Knocks down the triple in the corner. You like what he's seeing. Clippers up 9. Let's see the Clippers defense late. Zubac gets the block on Nikola Jokic under the basket. Jamal running the fast break to Russ. Another block by Batum. Clippers locking down late. Then Jokic trying to will his team back, drives down, misses the layup. Potential to cut the lead down to 3. As the Clippers force a Game 7, defeating the Nuggets 111-105.